Fuzz bass demo. Music Band Stingray, Ashdown ABM 500 Evo 2 into an Ampeg 610. A little bit of cut on the 300 Hertz range just so it doesn't get a little icky the way this cab can. Lots of different pedals. San Francisco Bluebeard, Fender Sublime, Oxfuzz bass, Bass Big Muff, Musket Fuzz by Blackout Effectors. Flat on the bass. Here is the clean tone. Okay, Bluebeard. Nice dark moody fuzz. I keep the tone 9 o'clocker back normally because it can get a little bit thin then. That's more of the guitar ranges. But here we go. Turn the tone up, you'll see you get more of a sounds great, but you lose your low end a little bit, so I always keep it back here. It can get incredibly high gain. You turn the nice streaming fuzz, but I keep it back there. Bass Big Muff. I'm just going to get this one quick because everyone knows this one. It kind of always sounds like itself. You can dial in, it's on the dry right now, you can dial in the amount of fuzz you want, but it always has that low mid kind of bump. Even if you turn the tone up a little bit, it'll still do it some. You dial the fuzz back to sustain, and it kind of becomes more of an overdrive. Good thickening fuzz without being too over the top, but you can make it pretty high gain if you want walls of doomy fuzz. That's doom with a Y, not doomy. Anyway, next is the Fender Sublime. You got an indented drive knob over here, a volume over here, 2 trim pots on the bottom with a crossover frequency, which is what frequencies you're distorting, as well as a overdrive tone. So it's kind of like a tone knob of, you know, from low wet blanket to high fizzle. And then this is your fuzz wheel. If you start it out down here, it gets kind of in that murky wet blanket range. As soon as you knock it up here into the yellow and orange, up, and if you put it up in the red, and that's with the drive at about 10 o'clock. Oh, sorry. If you turn the drive up, suddenly you've got this. Mellow out to about this. I love it. It's well worth the space it takes up. A lot of guys wanted to compare it to the Musket, so let's hear the high gain on this first again. Musket. Got the focus on about 9 o'clock, mids a little bit above noon, and well, right below noon, and the tone right above noon. They can live in the same territory. The Sublime can get more mellower into kind of a fuzzy overdrive grit that would be good for stuff like blues or kind of raunchy rock. And it can get up into the darker, heavier doom. But this lives there. This can get real thick. But with some other different things, you can get the same thing out of it. They're kind of interchangeable in a way. They're also their own monsters. My favorite though right now is the Oxfuzz. I bought this from Ken of Otis, who plays in the stoner dune band Sons of Otis from Canada. Really good tone on this. What's great about this is it's very transparent in the best way. You hear the sound of your particular bass. If you're playing a Stingray, you can tell it's a Stingray. If it's a P bass, you can tell it's a P. If it's a Warwick, you can tell it's a Warwick. You know what I'm saying? So I like it as kind of an overdrive, soft fuzz that gives me a kind of nice 70s doom sound. I keep the fuzz about 9, the level about 9, or 3 and 3, and the blend about 9. Here you go. Nice and articulate across every range of the bass. Now you can make this much more high gain. Dial the level back a little bit so it doesn't get super loud, and then turn up the blend, turn up the fuzz, and you got this. So you can still hear the quality of your bass through it. Really versatile. It kind of affects your high mids, which lets the tone of the fundamental come through very clearly. It goes from a very kind of dark, dirty, but articulate fuzz all the way up to streaming mountains of fuzz. You can't go wrong with any of these, but yeah, judge for yourself. If there's any more pedals you want to see a little more close up and in depth, let me know, and I can try to focus on something a little better for you. This was recorded straight into a little digital camera, so if the sound quality doesn't come through perfect, I'm sorry I don't have recording gear, but hopefully it gives you a good idea by comparing them, how they each match up a little differently. Thanks for watching, and hope that helped. Bye guys.